The Soviets built some of the most durable knees the world has ever seen. Their weightlifters squatted deep and squatted often, well into their later years, and their sports scientists treated a joint as something you build up and bulletproof, not something you baby and protect. And here's the thing that ought to stop you cold. That approach is almost the exact opposite of what we do today, where we rest the sore knee, ice it, wrap it in a brace, and wait, which leaves it weaker than it was before. What the Soviet system understood is that a knee gets stronger the same way a muscle does, by loading it through its full range, carefully and consistently. The 5 exercises I'm about to show you come straight out of that tradition. They take about 15 minutes. Most of them need no equipment at all. And if your knees ache going down the stairs, complain when you stand up out of a chair, or feel like they might give out on you, these will do more than any pill or any brace ever will. And let me give you the one idea that makes all of this work, because it goes against everything you've been told about knee pain. Your pain is almost never coming from damage inside the joint. In most cases, the joint is fine. The real problem is that the muscles around your knee, above it, below it, and behind it, have gotten weak and stopped sharing the load. So instead of your thighs and your calves and your hamstrings splitting the work, all of it dumps straight down into the joint, every single step. That's your ache, and the fix isn't to rest the knee until those muscles get even weaker. It's to build them back up so they carry the load again and give the joint a break. That's what these 5 do. One quick and important thing before we start. If your knee is hot, red, and swollen, if it locks up or gives out on you, if you can't put weight on it, or if this pain started right after a fall or a twist, don't do these. See a doctor first, because that's the group that needs real medical attention. For everyone else, the aching, the stiffness, the grinding on the stairs, let's get into them. The first exercise builds the single most important muscle for a healthy knee, and it does it through a range most people never train. It's the reverse Nordic, a kneeling quad lean back. Your quadriceps, the big muscles on the front of your thighs, are what hold your kneecap in place and absorb the force every time you bend your knee. When they're weak, the kneecap grinds and aches. This exercise loads them hard through a long stretch, which is exactly what builds strong, resilient knees. Kneel down tall on a folded towel or a pad, with your feet and toes flat behind you. Squeeze your glutes hard so your hips stay open and your body forms one straight line from your knees to your head. Now, keeping that straight line, slowly lean your entire body backward, controlling the movement with the front of your thighs, going only as far back as you can control. Then pull yourself back up to the top. Do 5 to 8 slow reps. You'll feel an intense working burn down the front of your thighs and all around your knees, and that's the muscle getting stronger. The biggest mistake is folding at the hips instead of leaning back as one rigid line, which takes all the work off the quads. The second is going too far too soon. If you're new to this, only lean back a few inches or hold a broomstick out in front of you and use it to help pull yourself back up. Build the range slowly over a few weeks. And if you feel a sharp pinch at the kneecap, just shorten the range. The second exercise is the gold standard for pain, right at or just below the kneecap, and it trains the exact ability an achy knee has lost, which is the ability to absorb load slowly. It's the eccentric step down. Most knee pain flares on the way down, going downstairs or lowering into a chair, because that's when the knee has to control your weight against gravity. This teaches it to do that again. Stand on a low step or the bottom stair with one foot on the edge and the other hanging off. Now, over 3 or 4 slow seconds, bend your standing knee and lower the hanging heel down toward the floor, keeping your kneecap pointing straight over your toes and not letting it cave inward. Lightly tap your heel to the floor, then push back up to the top. The slow lowering is the entire point, so don't just drop. Do 6 to 10 reps on each leg. You'll feel the thigh of the standing leg and the muscles around that kneecap working under control. The mistakes to avoid are dropping down fast and letting gravity do the work, letting the knee cave inward, and starting with too high a step. Begin with a step just 2 or 3 inches high. Hold a rail for balance, and only raise the height as you get stronger. Now, before I show you the third exercise, let me stop for a second, because this matters. If you're dealing with constant aches, stiff joints, and a body that just doesn't cooperate the way it used to, I want you to hear this clearly. You are not stuck with it. Most people assume this is simply what happens as the years add up, and that is flat out not true. That's exactly why I put together Reboot Your Body. It's a 30-day, step-by-step program that rebuilds your mobility and your strength one piece at a time. So you can get through your day without that constant aching, walk down a flight of stairs without gripping the rail, and get down on the floor to play with your kids or grandkids and actually get back up again. Imagine walking without your knee reminding you it's there with every step. If you want it, the link is right there in the description. All right, back to it. The third exercise trains the shock absorbers sitting just below your knee, and almost nobody connects these to their knee pain. It's the slow, full-range calf raise. Your calves absorb an enormous amount of the force from every single step before it ever reaches your knee. Strong calves soak up that shock. Weak calves let it slam straight up into the joint. Build them, and you take a huge amount of pounding off the knee. Stand near a wall or a rail for balance. Rise up onto the balls of your feet as high as you can go. Pause at the very top for a beat. Then lower yourself back down slowly under control. For the full range, stand on the edge of a step and let your heels drop below the step at the bottom. Then press all the way up. Slow up, slow down, no bouncing. Do 10 to 15 reps. You'll feel a deep burn build in your calves, and you should feel nothing sharp in the knee joint itself. The main mistakes are rushing through with little bouncy reps and only going halfway. Go slow and use the whole range. If balance is tricky, keep both feet flat on the ground and hold the rail. When it gets easy, do it one leg at a time off a step. The fourth exercise wakes up a small but critical muscle that steers your kneecap, and it's often the missing piece for a knee that grinds or aches on the inside. It's the terminal knee extension, or TKE. There's a teardrop-shaped muscle just above the inside of your knee whose whole job is to keep your kneecap tracking straight as you move. When it goes weak, the kneecap drifts off track and grinds. This exercise switches it back on and locks in a strong, full straightening of the knee. The best way is with a resistance band. Loop it around a sturdy post at about knee height, then step one leg through so the band wraps behind your knee and pulls it forward. Step back until there's tension and stand with that knee slightly bent. Now straighten your knee fully against the band's pull, squeezing your thigh as hard as you can at the top. When the leg is completely straight, hold for a second, then control back to the slight bend. Do 10 to 15 reps each leg. If you don't have a band, sit on the floor with your legs straight out and a small rolled towel under your knee. Then press the back of your knee down into the towel and lift your heel, squeezing your thigh until the leg is locked out straight. You'll feel the thigh, especially that muscle above the inner knee, working hard to lock the joint straight. The one mistake that matters most is not going all the way to fully straight, because those last few degrees are the entire point. The fifth exercise builds the brakes of your knee, and it's a classic hardcore strength move that's often called the Russian leg curl. Your hamstrings, the muscles on the backs of your thighs, are what slow your knee down and share the load with the quads. Strong hamstrings are one of the most proven ways there is to protect a cranky knee and keep it from taking all the punishment. This move builds them like almost nothing else. Kneel on a pad and anchor your ankles. Either have someone hold them down or hook them under something heavy like a loaded couch. Keep your body in one straight line from your knees to your head with your glutes squeezed tight. Now slowly lower your chest toward the floor, resisting the whole way down with the backs of your thighs, going only as far as you can control. Then push off the floor with your hands to help yourself back up to the top. Do just 4 to 6 reps. You'll feel an intense working burn down the backs of your thighs, and this one humbles almost everybody, so start small. This is the most advanced move here, so at first, only lower a few inches. Keep your hands out in front, ready to catch yourself, and push back up right away. Your hamstrings may cramp or get very sore the first few times, so ease into it slowly. All right, now let me show you how to put these 5 together into a routine that takes about 15 minutes. Start with the calf raises to warm the whole lower leg up, 10 to 15 slow reps. Then do the terminal knee extensions, 10 to 15 each leg, to switch on the muscle that steers your kneecap. Next, go to the eccentric step downs, 6 to 10 each leg, lowering slow. Then the reverse Nordic 5 to 8 controlled reps for the front of the thighs. And finish with the Russian leg curl, just 4 to 6 reps for the hamstrings behind the knee. Now this is important. Unlike a stretch, these are strengthening exercises, so your knees need recovery days in between. Do this routine 3 or 4 days a week, not every day, and give yourself a rest day between sessions. Start with the easier versions of everything and add range and reps slowly over the weeks. Give it 2 or 3 weeks of consistent work, and most people notice their knees feel steadier on the stairs first, and then the aching starts to fade as the muscles around the joint get strong enough to carry the load again. The Soviets had it right. You don't fix a knee by resting it into weakness. You build it. Loading it through its full range a little more each week is the medicine here. Not another pill and not another brace. So don't save this for later and forget about it. Stand up right now, hold on to something, and do one slow set of calf raises, and feel those shock absorbers wake up. And if you want the full step-by-step plan that builds on these exercises and rebuilds your whole body over 30 days, that's exactly what Reboot Your Body was made for, and the link is waiting for you below. Otherwise, subscribe and stick around because the next one is going to help you just as much.